Welcome back to System Shock 2 Redux. We were doing a little bit of research. And now we are going up to operations. But shaft inaccessible.
Damn, something's blocking the shaft, and the elevator can't reach deck 4. I'm attempting to determine. I'm detecting massive quantities of some kind of biomaterial that's plugging up the elevator shaft. The environment on this level has been altered to be some kind of breeding chamber for the xenomorphs. It shouldn't prove dangerous unless you plan to stay for more than a few hours. But in order to clear the shaft, you're going to have to remove the biomaterial. I'm accessing the primary data loop. Let's see what we can find out there.
Well, things are almost as bad, if not worse, up here than they are.
The young ones are all aboard. Captain Diego and I have sealed off deck.
He and I are now of one mind.
Bodies are changing too. Sometimes it hurts terribly. And sometimes it is
Marvelous. Something wonderful is happening
to me.
He made it weird. Oh, right. I removed the Brawn Up enhancement to save on energy. Anyway, so we... Oh, fuck. Oops. I can go check the MFD. Here we go. Reports. Hybrid organ. No, that's not it. Annelid healing gland. Summary. This tissue can be used to physically heal damage. This gland secretes a prolific mix of hormones and stimulatory enzymes and can quickly a quickly dividing layer of cells spawns off multipurpose circulatory cells. These cells seek out sites of tissue damage and graft themselves into tissue, taking on the characteristics of the local host tissue in a matter of moments. Recommendation: the shared tissue compatibilities between human and alien annelid tissue allow this gland to be of use for healing, though not as fully as it would be for an annelid host. Once removed from the host body, it can only be used once. Still, that's kind of cool, if not kind of gross, because you're now eating alien tissues. No combat armor, but even better, an OS upgrade. Do we grab the extra 3? Do I take the speed boost? You know what? I think we're going to go with sharpshooter just so we do that. A little bit more damage overall. With the pistol, because anything that can save us
Life grows within the womb of these walls. Life that has never seen the surface of the earth.
Probably for the best. That door's broken. That door's not.
Killing the children won't be easy, but I think I'm actually onto something. The biochemistry of these worms, which I call the annelids, treats inverted proteins as toxins. With the help of the replicator in the biological survey lab, I've managed to isolate some inverted proteins in a number of vials.
Okay, stop where you are. There's a vial of an experimental material called Toxin A. It was developed by the Psi staff to reduce the growth of the aliens, but I can't find any data on how you should use it. You should be able to research the toxin. I'm uploading you enough cyber modules to acquire the research skill if you don't have it.
It's becoming clear that the worms are some kind of communal entity. While I'm not sure whether airborne Toxin A will directly kill any ambulatory specimens, it should impact their communal mass and remove the residue I've observed growing on the walls and the lift shaft. But perhaps there is a more potent formula to be synthesized.
stats. Station. Okay, so we're gonna research this because it's important, but we can suspend the research in order to. Okay, yeah, thankfully they fixed the model. These are important. I need these.
Items dropped.
Oh, right, we don't have the space for it.
This is Xerxes. Why do you let the Metal Mother guide your actions? Why do you not join the glory of the Mass?
So we need these.
I've received an e-message from Anatoly. He's not well. The corporate protocols specify I can remove the senior executive officer if he's found unfit for duty. But what about his ally, Captain Diego? He's got 120 goons on the Rickenbacker to back him up. I wonder if that fragmentary AI you discovered on Tau 75 is connected to this.
You can't understand my joy, Marie, and I won't try to make you. I feel like a new man. I have a purpose. More important than the mission. Even more important than Trioptimum. I will protect them. No matter what. I will protect them.
So we need 100%. We need.
The specimens are dying, and we're powerless to help. They're highly toxic. Muldoon wouldn't leave them, and now he's dead. But this morning I had a revelation. I started work investigation for a radical series of cybernetic enhancements. If successful, I could make the body practically indestructible, yet the mind would remain nurturing. There's not a lot of time.
That's important. So this is where we need to be. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it until we finish the anatomy research for this chemical. You know what? We're gonna actually take a trip back down to medical level. As soon as I can figure out how to get to the medical level. I might have gotten myself a little lost. Just backtrack a little bit. And I can't access Sector D anyway, because I don't have the keycard for it. Chemical room. That's unfortunately that's iridium, not yasmium or vanadium. Excuse me. I think the vanadium is actually in engineering. Which direction is it? Sweet. That hurt a lot, Billy. I go the wrong way. No, I am going the right way. It's just a weird route. Medium. Here we go. Thankfully, this researches relatively quickly.
Chemical needed.
Fine. Hang on, we'll come back once I'm done here. Okay.
Research complete.
Anti-alien toxin. Placing this toxin in an environmental regulator will reduce local alien growth. Analysis. This is an experimental toxin, highly virulent, developed specifically to break down and dissolve alien tissue. Annelid. I keep saying alien. It's annelid. The canister is highly pressurized as the liquid toxin would evaporate quickly under ordinary conditions. Recommendation for maximum coverage: this toxin should be introduced into an environmental regulator immediately after being opened. Cool. We need salt. I don't think there's any salt in here, so we're gonna suspend research there and continue research here, but we need gallium. I'm not sure there's gallium here either. No. Unfortunately, that does mean that we're going to have to head back up to hydroponics and get this toxin A, introduced into the environmental regulation system. Right there, we're right on top of it. But we just couldn't use it because we hadn't finished the research yet. Anyway, I will pick it up once we get there.
Okay, the vials of Toxin A need to be placed directly into the environmental regulators. There should be 4 on this deck. If you can get a vial into each of the regulators, you should be able to significantly impact the growth of those despicable creatures. That should remove the biomatter from the elevator shaft.
You'll notice a few things. The big one being, we now have a laser rapier. I stopped by the upgrade station and got myself using the cybernetic modules that Toledo was nice enough to hand over.
Potential threat detected. This is Z6. Please report any electrical anomalies to your direct superior. Remember, a small operation is everybody's responsibility.
How will we test your damage resistance? Not as good as advertised, I'd say.
Security alert terminated.
That didn't go to plan. But I've also done some, been doing some research.
I'm changing. My head is full of wonderful ideas and experiments. They have so
So many miracles to share, so much knowledge to give.
They told me how to make this implant. They said it would make a better me of me. I wish I had more time so I could give it to them.
Yes. Come here.
Ow. As soon as I have a nice quiet spot, I will discuss the research I have completed. Actually, I might have to wander into the elevator just to have some place nice and quiet to do some reading. That also increased our endurance. Ow.
You'll notice that the biomatter on the walls and in the elevator shaft has been impacted by the introduction of the biotoxin. Now do the same with the other 3 regulators.
Gotta find the rest of the toxin first. Okay, this is safe enough, I think. Hiding out in the ceiling. Anyway, let's do a little reading. Reports. We've read that. We've read these. Let's read this. Summary. While you have learned that the vulnerabilities of this creature, they're so easily killed it hardly matters. Like all annelids, they are somewhat resistant to energy weapons. Annelid eggs often contain useful organs if you search them before they are destroyed. Good to know. Genetically female, the annelid grub is the most basic annelid form. The creature is principally nervous system and musculature. The highly advanced, for a worm, nervous system appears to be tied into a rudimentary psionic sense organ. While worm-like in appearance, the grub has no actual digestive tract, but it's furnished with energy reserves at birth. When they are depleted, the creature shuts down into a dormant state, possibly until further psionic trigger acts on it. The eggs that these emerge from often contain organs that might be extracted for useful purposes, unless the egg was destroyed in combat. So that'll get us those healing organs. Anyway, recommendation. The grubs are fairly fragile, but can be somewhat dangerous if they close in before you see them. In large numbers, they may prove a more significant threat. That is true. And we actually encounter them. Also, in significant numbers. The midwife organ. You've learned how to best target cyborg midwife for maximal damage. All damage you deal to midwives will be increased by 25%. Resistant to incendiary anti-personnel weapons, but vulnerable to armor piercing. DNA sequence confirms that the subject was originally a human female cybernetically modified. An auxiliary CPU in the base of the spine serves as controller, overriding most signals sent by the subject's natural brain. Both speed and musculature have been mechanically enhanced, and the cybernetic apparatuses also serve as physical shielding for the softer tissues. Recommendation: due to the mechanical nature of this creature, incendiary anti-personnel weapons will be fairly ineffective, but armor-piercing rounds should be quite effective. Good to know. So the only thing we haven't researched that's in our inventory is this item. I know what it is, but that's not the point. We need sodium, which we should be able to find if we can find the chemical room on this level. Yeah, they don't have access to hydroponics B yet. We'll get there. We don't have access to Sector A either. However, I mistimed that swing and I paid for it. We have a lot of psi-hypos, however. Excuse me, not psi-hypos. Health hypos. Wow, he's just packing a whole bunch of crap.
Do not hide
only issue at this moment.
Have to worry.
You do not hide.
And your suffering will end.
Yeah. So that's the problem with the not destroying the analytics. They dump a ton of toxins at you, which do damage over time, like radiation. There we go.
Babies must sleep. Babies must
And they spawn
Why
worms.
is the one without to awaken? Leave this place now, or we will wound you.
as you have us.
Mommy's pissed. So we now have a superb condition laser pistol. Unfortunately, I think, hang on a second. Where are they? There we go. I think the toxins are permanent unless manually removed. Hello. You're unresearched. So it's constant damage until you remove it. This looks unusual. Hi guys. Laser pistol. Sector B access card. How did I miss that? We're stuck. Well, I can always go back, but I don't want to go back. Come on, reset. Jesus, that's a lot of monkeys. This one has chips.
Mark, what's going on? I thought it was weird when you asked me to send up 16 of my female staffers, but what have you done with them? I'm short-handed up here. Also, have you heard from Watts, Sanger, or Polito? It's like everyone's gone on vacation and didn't bother to tell me.
Watts is dead. We're pretty sure Sanger's dead. But Polito's alive. She's been talking to us. Right? This thing's working. Can we use it? Nope. Heavy use of 1. We don't have access to that. We're going to want it, though, because it will come in handy later. I forgot to mention they jump. Hang on. Nope. Ah, balls. with the toxins is
I've chosen Nurse Bloom as the new mother to our children.
She is sweet and kind.
Healthy and a perfect match. She has a child of her own back on Earth. She knows what it is to care for the young. Ave Maria. If she only knew what plans are held.
She shared the joys of the many.
the cyborg midwife story is arguably the most horrifying of the entire game. They're nurses who were essentially forcibly implanted with cybernetics, had their minds rewritten and overtaken so that they could care for these egg monsters. I know I picked up a key card. I don't remember if it's to A or B. I think it's B, but we'll try it anyway. Oh, look at that. And now the only issue is we don't have any more of that toxin crap. Oh shit. I don't know why I'm using health hypos. I should be using these analyte glands. So the issue with this next section is in order to complete this area, you have to go into a different bulkhead. See, when they said they were resistant to look, unfortunately that means we know what happened to we got 31 modules. We can do some significant upgrading. I'm not going to get another point in strength yet. What I will do is get another point in endurance and pick up another level in standard weaponry. So now we can use the assault rifle when we get our hands on it.
Marie, this is urgent. It seems the AI from Tau City has integrated itself into the ship's computer. I picked up this fragment today. Not only that, but after I found the fragment, I returned to my lab to find it ransacked. I must see you. You're the only one I trust now. I have a theory about this AI. I tried to find information about the various rumors regarding the events on Citadel Station. I think I'm on...
Uh-oh.
Log fragment error. Please re-record.
An AI from Citadel Station? Oh no, wait. We only know... Well, technically there were 2 AI on Citadel Station, but we only know of 1. Okay, now I have a problem. I have a full inventory. I want this because this is an auto repair unit that'll allow us to actually... I can just burn it right now, can't I? Let's upgrade. Let's fix the ship.
Items dropped.
Okay. Oh shit. What do I have in shotgun shells? No. Okay. Pistol rounds it is. It's actually, they're not pistol rounds, they are bullets. Generic use. Okay, where did that auto repair thingy go? Really?
Items dropped.
I think I need to have the weapon equipped. Oh, it only works on broken shit. Never mind. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? I might be stuck. Yep. Okay, hang on. Whew. Hate it.
Items dropped.
Kiss. Okay, I'm gonna drop the pistol, equip the shotgun, and then see if I can get... There we go. So... That's right, we need a standard of 6. It's fine, we've got a shotgun. I'm actually gonna repair it. Yay. So we're not using pistol rounds anymore until we can get our standard
Items dropped.
equipment level up to 6. Standard weapons, excuse me, Jesus Christ.
Items
Oops,
dropped.
I forgot that they take a whole row. Really want to repair it? I just want bullets. Oh, darn. Lost the resources from the bot.
Items dropped.
Good, because I didn't want to pick that up anyway.
Why do you go so slowly? Do you think this is some kind of game? It is only through luck and my continued forbearance that you are even alive. Now move.
Way to be a bitch. Man, Polito is pushy, obnoxious, doesn't seem to care anything about our safety. Oh, look at that. So, the reason... The biggest... the biggest reason that the weapon degradation in this game is such a controversial and mostly loathed decision is because it's random. The game rolls a die every time you use the weapon, and if you're unlucky, it drops the organic anomaly right here. If you fail the roll, it automatically drops the durability by 1. Unfortunately, at the moment, there's no way to keep it from doing that.
Hazard.
A little excessive. And that's kind of what we're hoping. It's the biggest hope for fix with the System Shock Enhanced Edition is that because they have access to the source code, they will fix the mostly non-functional skills and the weapon degradation issue. there's something in the water, and I don't remember where. Unfortunately, because there's no way to dive, I can't really get a good look. But there's a reason why this is... There's something hidden in here. I just don't know where it is. Oh well. Only a minor waste of time. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. There is no quantum entanglement chamber on this level.
What do you know? Bronson was right after all. I imagine I've got about an hour, but I'm tracking the transformations in the hope that the data might be useful to someone else. There are tumors on my leg and back. I can feel that thing inside me. Growing fat. My theory is they need a living host to complete the transformation. Screw Diego, screw Karinskin, screw Tau Ceti 5. If someone finds this, don't have any regrets about punching my clock. I was already gone.
That was bleak. Yeah, you don't smell that great either, lady.
Someday.
Okay, we've got some points here. I'm going to dump some more into maintenance so we get even more out of those repair tools. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Because we're still down one Toxin A container. I think it's in Section D, but I'm not 100%.
You're mine.
Woof. You know, I don't think we've seen an infestation like this since data growth.
I believe the plans the many have for me are greater than I even imagined. The change is upon me, but the path is more glorious than we imagined. It does not stop at a mere single mutation. The form I have been promised is more beautiful than even that. Through the air and strike at the pose of our biomass with my mind. With our mind. My cup runneth over.
I know what Miller's up to. This morning I saw Erin Bloom. She was tending to some kind of eggs. And she had been changed in the most horrible, unnatural fashion. I can only think the worst for the rest of my staff. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. He won't get away with this.
Items dropped.
By the French Epstein device. I'm gonna lose the lab assistant module because I'm probably never gonna use that again. Let's upgrade go ahead and upgrade the shotgun. I think it just upgrades damage, doesn't even upgrade the, Here we go. Power armor. And another weapon, the EMP rifle. Unfortunately, we don't have the space for it, and the EMP rifle is only useful against robots. Here's a hint. There aren't actually that this game. How's your spear of spiders, by the way? Damn it, that's the last of my antitoxin too. I'm gonna be much more careful from here on out. The only way, at this point, the only way to get rid of the toxic hazard is to die.
Life grows within the womb of these walls. Life that has never seen the surface of the earth.
Airsoft up to level 2. Okay, we now have 1 point in antitoxin. Or we now have 1 antitoxin. But here's the problem. We do not have the toxin A component. That is an issue. I have no idea where it is. Of course, I have been looking only in containers. It may just be sitting on top of something. I forgot this.
God, don't do it! Please don't!
Glory to the many.
I am a voice in their choir.
Jesus. Long storage crate. It's one of the few storage crates we can't actually access. I want to try something. What happens if we fall down here? Good to know. Okay, so I have to go find that last container of toxin A, but we've been almost everywhere. Let's see if I can find someplace I may have kind of skipped, or only I know where I skipped. So the one place I wasn't particularly comfortable in going to, for good reason, partly because this is a video for YouTube, and not 100% sure how much trouble this will get me in.
Nick, I know you won't get this until after we've returned, but I've had to express how incredible I feel. We finally done it. Made contact. Muldoon and I have been selected to be involved in the initial work. Anatoli's one condition is that I tell no one aboard the ship. The creatures are remarkable. They're so helpless, I feel somehow compelled to protect them. It's a miraculous discovery.
Partly because it's a YouTube video, but mostly because it gives me the squick. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. If I can find it. Not this one. Yeah.
You're mine.
I found these schematics on Dr. Miller's desk. They're plans for the kind of cyber modification that's been illegal for 40 years. It's not like him. I was going to talk to him about it, and then I noticed. The DNA sequence he spec'd for the prototype. It's mine.
Dropped.
Yeah, that whole thing makes me very uncomfortable. Chemical manifest.
Research complete.
Alright, get started on that. GA and Y. Well, we definitely got GA.
Items dropped.
No Y, but that's fine because I know exactly where we can find something. Anyway, whoops. Nope, keep going. Psi Booster. This hypo will increase the user's psionic ability by 1 for 5 minutes. This pharmaceutical combines complex mix of psychoactive chemicals, some of them quite powerful, and refined annelid tissue. Many of the chemicals have enzymatically bonded to the annelid tissue fragments. Many of them, since construction of the hypo as... I think that's a typo. Since the construction of the hypo as if the annelid tissue is still biologically active. Recommendations: this experimental hypo spray will increase your
Chemical needed.
psionic ability for a few minutes. If you don't mind injecting yourself purified annelid tissue, long-term usage may well cause hallucinatory side effects. Nope. We can get that on downstairs in the medical section. So what I think I'm going to do is next OS upgrade, we're going to grab the 3 inventory slots. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna get the second implant slot and the final.
Is something that has something for you?
No, thank you. Most of her face is missing. The only problem with the power armor is we have to keep it charged. Where am I going? Ah, phooey. I took a wrong turn. But you notice we got it. Almost doubled our, actually significantly doubled our output, possible output or charge for the laser pistol. Yeah. No, thank you. Say no to drugs, kids.
At last. Readings indicate the elevator shaft is clear. Now get up to deck 4. I'll be waiting for you.
We need yttrium. And we know where to get it, so I'm gonna go down and do that. I have 28 modules. I think I'm gonna max... phooey, I forgot. I was holding on to those for upgrading the, upgrading my weapon ability so that I could use the assault rifle. That's what I get for forgetting. It just occurred to me that the hybrids drop just enough nanites to fully heal you using one of the surgical beds. Not that we have that problem. I have 1,231 nanites. I can expend and probably will expend most of them. A, keeping my ass alive by using the surgical beds, and B, buying ammo later down the road. Because once we get further into the weird shit that's happening, or actually more accurately, once we get to the bridge, things are gonna get significantly worse.
Please make your selection.
Chemical needed.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
Well, okay.
Hi
I
there.
was wrong. If you
Please
have
make
the
your
hacking
selection.
ability, you have the possibility of getting an infinite number of psi hypos. But it doesn't matter since we're not using them anyway. That mantling ability is really handy. But it was designed for Thief 2, or Thief, so it makes sense. Alright. I will have a little read-along in the next video, but it's actually right about the correct time as opposed to more than 50 minutes over. So I'm going to call it a video in the elevator, as is tradition, and we'll open up with me reading some research documents. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.